Good morning, everyone. Jesse Webb, TradersPro. Let's take a look at current market conditions here. We've got still a decent continuation of that rally we started last week based on CPI numbers back in that bullish in a bear market state, which essentially is looking for this downtrend here. We're now working, potentially bottoming out and rounding out this downtrend. We've had a really decent retracement at this point now and just starting to find some support. Markets really have been supporting this location here for multiple months now. So we'll see if we end up getting any kind of trend reversal. We're running up against a little resistance right here. This is not a great looking chart of it, but this trend line, you can see we're right about here. There's several other things that I'm going to point out in terms of some shorter term resistance. It's hard to see right here again, but we are spiking. You'll see this number here. We talked about that the other day where we needed a momentum spike. That is now happening. We're at 90. These are actually really close. Sentiment is still a little bit higher, but momentum is now higher than breadth. So we are getting that momentum spike into these levels. So I'd be a little bit cautious right here on, at least in the shorter term, a day or two, because we may see a little bit of a retracement off of some of the strength here, which is fine. We're also running up against this upper range in this sentiment indicator. It's at 86, so some things to be aware of. Some of the trends that are currently working still in the new buy list, we definitely are still looking at oil. Most of these are some kind of oil or energy or steel. Lots of good looking patterns in there on some really good names. Occidental continuing that uptrend. It's now pulled back up from these extreme ranges. Again, it's pulled back into this location. This is a prime location for trend continuation, and we've seen that on a couple of others. There's actually one other stock here that's got a really good looking pattern. This is actually a biomedical stock. I may have talked about it here in the last week or two because it has such a nice looking rounding pattern, good solid breakout bar, and now it's working on this retracement. I don't know what happened to my little dot right there. It's just a little smaller. There we go. It's a bit easier to see. And this retracement with some support and a potential breakout. So this is a really good looking classic bullish type of chart pattern, and setting up in terms of the risk profile, it's got a good location in terms of that early trend after retracement, pulling back inside of a support location, and historically has had some move. And the sector and industry are moving well also. If you don't have access to the site, I've got a link for you below to go ahead, and I've got a special offer for you to consider today. Would love to have you. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.